YouTube, you know, it's still live, and we back with another one, man. And a lot of people requesting some more of the Larry Bird trash talking videos and stuff. So I've done one or two of them. This was a different one that popped up, and we're gonna get right off into this. Make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this.
We playing them in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, "You guys don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna go right over there that corner." He said, "They're gonna set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out." He said, "I'm gonna."
Yeah, I've heard this story. We'll
right
see if these are any news stories in here that I haven't heard yet.
And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, "I'm gonna go right over to that corner and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be." They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
Go to shake his hand. I'm a rookie. I'm playing against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. I'm go shake, and Larry put both hands behind his back. He wouldn't shake my hand.
Savage, bro. Larry Bird was like the ultimate, like, especially back then, like he was playing mind games for real. Like people talk about how Kobe used to play mind games and would like do like little shit like running through Paul Gasol's chest in the Olympics and play mind games. Larry Bird was doing that shit back in the 80s, man.
I said, okay, he's just getting into the game.
The more and more I learn about Larry Bird, bro, people need to put some respect on number 33.
First play of the game, he said, "You don't even belong in the league, Holmes." And he shoots a three. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the three. But I said, there's something, this called me Holmes. and he came down and did it again, so I'm pissed, you know. So the next time down, see me on the breaking that pitch, and I jump up and I throw it down on him. I mean, he fouls me. And he said, "Hey, Rook, I like you. You got hot." He said, "But I'm still getting 30 on your ass." I mean, that's who he was. But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me, because he respected me, because he knew that I was going to keep coming. That really...
Facts. That's why a lot of like legends will talk trash to you, try to get in your head, and if they can tell that it gets to you, then they're going to keep going at you. If they can tell you that it gets to you, then they're going to keep going. Sorry. That way they can get that advantage. But if they talk trash and they realize that it's not going to get to you, then you get like a mutual respect thing. If they realize, oh, he's going to be right back here again the next play, you get like a mutual respect.
He taught me something, you know. If you wasn't prepared to play against guys like that, you got embarrassed.
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, "Larry, what's going on with you?" He says, "You guys are being disrespectful to me."
Oh, this is the one with, he had a white guy guarding him, and he's like, "Man, don't you guys, you can't put a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. You got to put a brother on me."
And I says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful."
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. He says, "It's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me." And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
Larry told Robert Reedy the other day that he should have stayed in preaching. That was funny. He had 50 points. And you know.
That's funny. What did he say?
He should have stayed in preaching.
That
was funny. He had 50 points.
You know, Larry Bird ain't never playing no great defense. He like sagging off a little bit. So he tell the guy, "You can't shoot, so I'm not worrying about guard you." I said, "Man, shoot it in the face."
To him when we all heard it that you're out of your league. Or he'd say, "Danny, give me the ball," or "DJ, give me the ball. I got this guy in the torture chamber down here." Why the guy was standing right there listening to him say it.
The baller went to Larry, and Isaiah was all out of whack.
See, I haven't heard none of these. Like, all the stories that I've heard are like nowadays the players telling it. These are like stories. These are videos from back then.
He had the ball at three-point range. He goes, hey, who's guarding me? Everybody looked around. He just stood there, held the ball, and Isaiah said, he ran out there and just shot it, three-pointer. Too late.
Was the originator.
Hey, who's guarding me?
Of getting in your face and talking trash.
And then you sit there and you go, "This guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast. He's slow."
But he knew how to aggravate you, agitate.
He wasn't slow, though. That's the thing. He played at his own pace. When he wanted to be fast, he was quick.
Hate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him, I said, gosh, boy, you're so confident. He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me.
That's your welcome to the NBA moment. You can't guard me, rookie. You can't guard me. I'm fucking number 33.
Coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him. He tells me, he says, fly, Bird. And I go right by him. He shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird. Almost his own shot. Oh!
That shot gets me every time I see it, man. I've seen that shot in so many of his highlight reels, that catching it, and he's behind the backboard.
Changed that.
Larry Bird. Almost his own shot. Oh!
There was a certain confidence you had because, you know, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he delivered.
The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
Two defenders.
Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. Yeah, that was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line. And he literally says, left side over across the 3, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
That's always the craziest part to me about his trash talking videos, is the fact that he will tell you what he's gonna do. I'm gonna go to this corner. I'm gonna bank in this 3, or I'm gonna go top of the key. I'm gonna curl right here, go around the screen, top of the key. I'm gonna hit it in your face. I'm going to curl around, back screen, and come around. And then he said, fucking, what? That's insane. Like, he would just tell you, like, I'm going to curl around this screen. I'm going to go to the top of the key. I'm going to cut out to the corner. I'm going to hit the 3 on you. Like, what? And then he does it.
But, okay, so you guys got Antoine Carr and Cliff Levingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so good.
It was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have, you watched the real game and just went, with a video. And Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And they're freaking out on the bench like, oh, Larry Bird would hit a shot and they're all falling off the benches and freaking out and shit. They're yelling and clapping and jumping up like the other team. Shit's insane.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson. That was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter. And Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other a high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it was.
It wasn't somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry Bird.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer." And, yeah.
Insane. Off the glass into the trainer.
And so it was a bad night.
It was a bad night. Yeah, it was a bad night. They got fined like $10,000 or something. Isn't that what he just said?
Like shooting the ball, every shot was going in.
And I heard one of them said it was the best money he ever spent or something like that.
Goodbye, she's gone.
I guess the 2-pointer was too close.
When he runs by the bench, he goes, that's a heat check. Just see how hot I am. All right, he runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Don't you got anybody who can guard me? No.
We promise a 10-fold refund if it doesn't work.
That's crazy. Like telling the other coach, don't you got anybody out here who can guard me? And then the coach looks down the bench. No, Larry, we don't have anybody who can guard you.
Teeth, some are missing, or you're...
He'll look at you like, hey, what you doing out here? You better call somebody else. I even heard him tell the coach, hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to guard me because I'm killing this guy.
In last year's playoffs, Person was out to make Bird eat his words while adding a few choice comments of his own.
Chuck Person, he definitely has his reputation. During the playoffs, he just went AWOL, you know, and he just went to work.
You can see Bill playing a little Bird, giving it back to him, shine. Chuck Person can talk some trash to Larry Bird now. He scored the last 16 points.
Hey, he wasn't scared at least. A lot of people be scared of the legends and don't go head to head with them like that. Larry Bird probably won this game and probably got the upper hand, but that's how you earn the respect of these people, though. You know what I mean? As long as you're not scared, you're talking that trash back, you're trying to back it up. Look, he scored 6 in a row. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't scared for the competition. He wasn't scared for that moment, at least. And that shows a lot, and that gets a lot of people's respect.
Chuck and Larry down low, greeting one another once again. Bird, he has caught fire.
Bird said, oh, this is where Bird fucking yells at him, like, ah. Holds the ball and yells at him. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that video. I didn't know the story behind it, though. I've seen that video in the highlight reels, though.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while, and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Hey, Larry Bird, man. Larry legend. But you could tell, look, Larry even had respect for him by the way he was saying that, though. He wasn't, like, talking down on him. He was saying, yeah, I get the last word, like I'm the better player, but he at least comes to play. He at least tries. He's not scared of the moment, man, and he gives it his all.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while, and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Bird's ability to get the final word has made for many a magic moment. And this week, we relive a game when Larry was in rare form, and Xavier McDaniel was eager to lend an ear.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball, no shot clock.
They called a timeout. He said, you know I'm going to get it. And I said, I know I'm going to be waiting.
And during the timeout, I'm going for a play, and I said, all right, this is what I'm going to run. All right, then as you get the ball, you go over here, and all right, you pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner, and Robert, you come over, then about that time...
Larry Bird walks up and goes, nah. Something about wipes the board or something, or says, no, I'm going to go do here, I'm going to catch the ball here, and I'm going to hit the shot.
Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? No.
Why don't you just give me the ball and everybody get out the way?
After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and Larry was going down to his position, so he tells Xavier, I'm getting the ball.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And he said, I didn't mean to leave you that much time on the clock. Yeah, I think if this is the right story.
And, you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time.
See, it wasn't loud. It wasn't screaming in your face, calling you a bitch. None of that type. It wasn't that type of shit talking and trash talking. It was mind game trash talking. Him telling you exactly what he's going to do and then doing it. Him telling, you know what I mean? Like, that's mind games. And then the next time you play him, that's in your head. Like, damn. And now he's got an advantage on you from then on.
Larry was complaining to the refs, and I was complaining to the refs. And the next time down the court, he got in my face.
I was up 38-6. That's how I summarize it.
The
38-6.
84 Olympic team is playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird, and they were in the warm-ups. And a ball bounced down from the college end of the court to the pro end. And Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird. And Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands. And Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head, as if to say, you're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are. Larry Bird knows exactly who this guy is and what's...
Yeah, people knew. people knew who Michael Jordan was when he was in college. The NBA players knew exactly who Michael Jordan was before he was in the league because he was already being like looked at like, oh, he was, you know what I mean, like the best player in college for sure. So these NBA players knew who he was. But Larry Bird wanted to get that one up on Michael Jordan while he was still young.
Going to happen in the next few years, and he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight. He walks down to me. Man, I'm sorry you're not playing, but he said, I'm gonna tell you what, since you're here, I'm gonna put a show on for you.
Since you're here, I'm gonna put a show on for you.
So you just sit back and watch, okay? And I'm like, man, get out of my face, man. I want to hear that. You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. Every time he hit one, he look at me.
I remember we were
funny as hell. Magic Johnson, his storytelling always be so funny too. When he talks about fucking Michael Jordan hitting the greatest shot that he's ever seen, where he came down, he said, tongue out. He said he went from this side and then all the way back over to this side. And he said that tongue just felt like it was getting longer and longer. Like Magic Johnson be hilarious when he tell his stories.
in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
Yeah, I know this story. And he was pissed. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go back and shoot it in the same spot. And he hits it.
Count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says, hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. And I'm going to kick it in.
He told Washington, I'm going to get the ball.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot in the shot.
Nails it.
Boy, this is something else.
This is why he has the nickname Larry Legend, because
Incredible. And Bird wins it.
to be like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. We're not, no, just give me the ball. I'm going to go back to the same spot. I'm going to hit this shot. Game over. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit that only happens in, like, movies and shit, you know? So, like, man, he really was, yeah. The more and more I watch him, bro, the more and more I realize, like, people need to put their respect on number 33 for sure. Man, I'm going to get back on here and do a couple more lives after this, man. It's still live checking out. Peace out. Well, actually, make sure y'all drop any recommendations down in the comments. Peace out, y'all.